Why'd your voice go
number
up?
one, you need to bring the mic down here.
Sorry, I feel like I'm already being loud.
Yeah, because you are.
Okay, go.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 5.
Why didn't you say welcome back to Blabbermouth?
Okay, welcome back to Blabbermouth.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Welcome back to Blabbermouth.
Hey guys,
Hey.
It's been a minute.
So last week we had a break.
Yeah.
School just started for both of us, or at least last month it did, and so we needed to do other things that aren't as important as, or are more important than this podcast.
This is true. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we took a break. It gave us more time to like come up with topics, I would say, as well.
Honestly, not really for me. Like,
for me, it did. I just feel like I didn't write any of them down.
Oh.
I thought of them. Did I write them down?
No.
I don't think so.
Why didn't you
I
do
did
that?
write some things down that I wanted to talk about today.
Okay.
But yeah, school's been crazy. I feel like I don't have time for myself anymore.
Me neither. I never have time for myself anymore.
I was like, oh, I'm going to be grinding the gym. Like, I'm literally going to be going to the gym, like, frequently and, like, doing all this stuff. And it's just, like, I am so tired. I do not have time to do all of that.
Yeah.
Even, like, classes and schoolwork, I, like, can't get, like, I can get it all done. It's just I can't get it all done, like, in a crazy amount of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I just have a lot of things to do in the week. And so, like, but I also feel like my days at school aren't that, like, busy anymore as compared to, like, my junior year. Do you know, like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, I feel like I'm, like, not doing anything at school ever. Like, I'm constantly, like,
you
just,
look like you're having a blast at
like,
school.
I'm kind of just having, like, a good time at school. Like,
That's
I'm
good.
always talking to friends, going out. Like, I have off periods, so I leave school, and, like, I don't do, like, I try to do my homework during my off periods, but, like, it doesn't work out because I get distracted so easily because I'm sitting in a, like, at a table with all my friends and I'm, like, talking, and it's, like, hard to do my work, so I end up doing, like, my homework at home.
But, well,
like, sometimes.
number one, you should be trying to do it at school.
I
At
know,
least
but,
during
like,
your
I'm
off
also
periods.
just, like, having a good time, so it's, like.
Yeah, I understand that because it is your senior year, but it's also my senior year, okay? And I'm grinding on that homework.
I am grinding on my homework. Like, I've been performing very well, which is, like, really surprising.
Yay!
Like, I thought I was, like, I took a test and I was like, oh, I did so bad on it, but I actually performed pretty okay on it.
Is this the one that you were talking to me about, like, a couple weeks ago?
It's my... I can just say what test it was, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't
It was
you
it was my anatomy test. I don't know if I
Okay, yes, I remember it being science-based, and you were like, oh, I, like, failed it.
I was, like,
You're, like, 100% sure that you were going to do bad, and you...
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you weren't.
I was genuinely distraught because I did not study for that test, so... No, but whatever.
That literally happens every single time.
No.
You say, I didn't study. I'm actually going to fail.
Because
like, I'm
if
not gonna
I
get a good
don't...
grade, and then you literally get, like, an A-.
Because if I don't study, then, like, and then I take the test and I feel like I
think
did
you're doing
poorly.
too much.
What do you mean?
Like, I think that you're studying a little too hard.
Well, because I feel like I have to.
Well, don't do that.
Oh, okay. I guess.
It's your senior year.
It's my senior year, but whatever. Yeah, but I haven't been able to think of anything to talk about, so sister's
Well, since the last time we've filmed the podcast episode, I hadn't started school yet, and so I've officially, I think, started school.
Yeah.
Wait, now I'm, like, thinking about it.
Yeah, you hadn't started school?
Yeah, I haven't started school because it's been 2 weeks. And so I've been to classes and, like, things on campus these past 2 weeks. And, like, people, like, come up to me and they're like, oh, I hear you started a podcast.
Oh,
like,
really?
I want to listen to it.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, like, it's like, it's people that, like, I don't expect to, like, pay attention to what I'm doing on Instagram. You know what I mean? People that, like...
Same with my school, kind of.
I'm like, oh, like, I forgot that, like, when I post something
people
on the
see it.
internet, people, like, look
will,
at it.
yeah.
Like, people will look at it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then people remember.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that people, like, remember what you do and say?
It kind of is crazy.
Right?
Because, like, why are you remembering? Like, that's weird.
How did you remember that?
How did you know that?
Yeah.
Like,
how did you know that? Like, it amazes me.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. Some might
yeah.
say. Yeah, some might say it's mind-boggling. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
but thank you for all the support. We literally say this like every episode. Thank you for all the support.
thanks so much.
I love it when my friends want to be on the podcast.
I love it when they say like, "Oh, I just watched this episode," or like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, when you said when
Oh.
you spoke about this, like I like that," or like.
Well, there's one friend that was like referencing our our podcast episode.
That's funny.
When we were hanging out, and I thought it was really funny because I was like, "Oh, you watched the podcast? Like I know you did."
Yeah, that's nice.
And I thought it was really funny because they kept saying like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A is kind of normcore. Like this is kind of normcore."
Oh,
and
that's
I was like, yeah, she gets it. Like they get it.
yeah. I've been talking
It
a
was
lot
actually
about.
funny.
Yeah, I've been speaking a lot about normcore
yeah.
since that episode.
You know what I found out? Normcore is actually a style of clothing.
Oh.
I looked it up, and it is like, you know how people have different, there's streetwear, and then there's gothic, and then there's like a preppy, and then there's, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's different
yeah.
types. There's also one called normcore, and it is essentially very normal clothing. Like, it's literally just like
Basic?
t-shirts and jeans, and just
That's my
very basic
vibe.
kind of clothing.
Yeah.
And it was like, kind of like Jerry Seinfeld core, you know what I
Jerry
mean? Like,
Seinfeld, yeah.
I guess it would be like normcore in the 80s.
Probably.
But just like very typical, like basic white tees.
Yeah,
like,
basics.
You know what I mean? Just
Neutral
like very
colors.
basic neutral colors, caps, regular shoes, anything that is not extraordinarily different would be normcore.
Yeah. Well, now we're changing norm. Well, you can say normcore for like a lot of things, like not just clothes.
Yeah, I think that is what it's used for.
Yeah. Well, we're
Also,
gonna,
like, what an awful thing to say. Like if I was like, oh, if someone told me that my style was so normcore, I would be offended. I'm sorry. My style.
I don't know.
I feel like as a person, I'd be like, okay, fine, my personality is normcore, but my style.
No, I would get more mad if someone said my personality was normcore than my clothes, because my clothes are very like normal, like clothing. Like I don't
Honestly, same. It is
No,
normal.
for you, no. I don't think you have normal
I
clothing.
feel like I have a lot of normal clothing.
Like,
also,
yes
this
and
is
no.
like the third time I've worn a dress in this like
Yeah,
podcast
I wouldn't say
series.
that's normal.
No, it's
Well-
not. But like a lot of the time, I do wear a lot of normal things, just like a shirt
Sometimes.
and shorts.
Okay, we can't go into normcore again. Like
Okay,
we already
we're
went
done.
down that like
But we were talking
rabbit
about
hole.
clothes, though.
Yeah, we are talking about clothes. Yeah,
Anyways, yeah, school has been good.
kind of. No, it's good. It's good. It's definitely better than last year. Last year was awful for me. So it's
Oh.
like,
Oh,
But what do you want to talk about?
I was gonna talk about this like incident in school. It literally is nothing. Like it literally doesn't mean anything. But it just like it. I can't help but think that like people just don't like me. You know what I mean? Or that like I am not like someone that is approachable. And I don't mean that like, oh, I'm so different and I'm so like cool or whatever.
And like mysterious.
And like mysterious that like.
No,
nobody
it's
wants
like
to
people
approach
like
me. I
people
just
like
mean,
don't like.
people just don't want to be around me. I don't know.
Aw, man.
But whatever. Like I'm not the vibe that everybody else.
Well, maybe that's just
is.
what you think. Maybe that's not true.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I think I'm just being dramatic.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, I was in class, first day of class, and there was like someone that I knew was in the class, but I was sitting like one person away from them. So I was just like, hey, what's up? And number one, I don't even think that this person or anyone in this class is going to be listening to this. However, I'm still not going to be dropping names.
Obviously.
For obvious like reasons, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so this person was like across from one person away from me, and I mean, the person sitting next to me was obviously friends with that person that I knew because they were talking. And so I hadn't introduced myself yet, and so I wanted to. And during our little break in between class that we usually get, because it's a 2.5 hour class, so we get a break, I was just like, oh, by the way, like, I didn't catch your name. What was it? And this person just, like, says their name and then turns back to her other friend. I was like, oh, like,
like, oh, like, why'd you do that? Like,
but it was just like, I'm just going to use like the name Sarah, for example, but she was just like, Sarah, and then just continued talking to her friend on this side. And I was like, did you say Sarah? Like, I didn't hear her.
like, that's just, like, weird.
I know. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I
don't-
clearly can see that you don't you don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
She didn't ask me for my name. She didn't ask me like anything else. And so I was just like, oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
oh. Like, oh, I'm already crying. This is the first day of class.
Like, yeah, I don't know if that's like a you thing though. I think that's just like a her problem. Maybe she's
No,
like
that's
having,
what I'm saying.
Maybe she's having like an intense conversation though with like the person.
Here's the thing.
and
I
wanting to get
didn't
back
want to
it.
judge them because I was like, she kind of has a mean looking face.
Aw, man.
She had like not the, she had just like a mean looking face. And you can there's like some people that have mean looking faces,
But are really
but
nice.
are really nice. And I didn't want to like be quick to judge.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's like, oh, now I know like the kind of person that you are.
Yeah. But that
And
that
it was
is
really
kind of
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like hoping that this doesn't, get to anyone. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is kind of rude. I don't really know why they did that. That's not really a you thing though. That was definitely like a.
That's why I'm saying like maybe I'm overlooking this situation.
I think you are. I think it was like.
Yeah, but like, was her name Sarah? Like, I don't know what she said. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man, so like.
Like, I never got.
It's like that
I
was like
never
literally
got,
pointless
I
because like
never got clarification.
you never got clear. Yeah,
No.
it's like that whole interaction was like useless because it's like, oh, I still don't even know your name. Like that's like kind of funny. but,
Yeah, like,
whatever.
okay.
But
Anyways.
yeah, I don't think I'm like trying to think of something that something mean that someone has done to me, but I can't think of anything like recently.
Isn't that like good?
Oh, I guess that is good. Yeah, I guess that is good. Yeah,
That might be a good thing.
yeah. I'm like trying to like find something to be like, oh yeah, like this also happened to me, but I don't think anything like that has happened to me yet. I don't know, but
Then you're likable. You're a likable person.
I don't think
There's,
that's
like,
it
stuff on
though. Like, I don't think that's it.
Yeah,
I think it
I
was,
mean,
like,
I'm sure that like in some situations it's like, oh, it's literally just that person.
Oh, for sure. I think that was definitely just that person because like it's not like.
I mean, I guess.
Because it's not like they knew you very, very well.
No, I like had never seen this person ever in my
Exactly.
life.
So like it's a them problem, not a you problem.
Okay.
So
We've come to that conclusion.
we can, yeah, it's okay. It wasn't your fault. You're being nice.
I was.
You were just like, oh, like what's your name? And then
I was
they
just being
decided to
normcore.
be okay. What's next on your topic list? No more normcore. Like I'm
sorry.
sick and tired of it. Like I'm actually tired of it. Like I brought it into the air and now it's like I don't
It's
want to
not
speak.
funny anymore.
It's not funny anymore. Like it's not good. Like it's overused now. What are you doing? Are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
Are you well?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, what's next on your topic list? Should I bring a topic up?
Yeah, bring a
Okay.
topic up. I want to hear what your topic is.
Well, I wanted to talk about what I said.
Oh, but I don't know what you're gonna talk about.
It's actually like kind of funny though. It's like because I was listening to a podcast of like these two siblings or whatever, and they were talking about like things that they did when they were younger and like their relationship when they were younger. And if you have like a sibling, like you're obviously gonna be mean to them at least at
Oh.
one point in your life. Like you're gonna be mean. So when I was
So you're just
listening,
gonna talk about incidences where I was mean and you were the victim.
no,
That's literally what you're gonna
but
talk
it's like
about.
funny. No. But I'll
I don't
say
allow
something.
this.
I'll say something good too, like something really epic about my like when we were growing up. I was super afraid of the dark,
Oh my god.
and so my sister would. No, I'm saying something.
No,
good.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and so like I would sleep in my sister's room, and like although she didn't like it, she still let me. Like she could have been more mean about it, I guess, but that's a good thing about
Oh,
you.
I was definitely mean about it because it was infuriating the fact that
Every
you
night.
were like
Every
you
night.
would have to sleep in the same bed as me until you were like how old?
Like oh yeah, that's another story. Like I
Like
was
too old. You were a late
I was
bloomer.
probably like 9 or 10 when I stopped sleeping in my sister's room, which is like really crazy to think about because like I don't know why I was so afraid of the dark. I was just like a baby. I don't know.
Literally, like, just get over it.
Yeah, like to this day, I'm still afraid of the dark. Like I still get paranoid and I don't like it, but
Okay.
whatever. But what I
like-
wanted to say, let me see what
Okay.
it was, because that's something nice. So I'm saying something nice about my sister,
Oh.
and now I'm
you're
going to say something mean. Yeah.
Oh.
And now I'm going to say something mean. I remembered that when I was listening to the podcast, someone else's or whatever, I remembered how like when we were younger, my sister would always like, my mom would always get mad at her whenever like anything bad happened to me or like if we got into any sort of trouble. My sister was always the one who got like the beating for it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so like when I was little, I think you like hit me or not hit me or like I don't know, like
You
whatever
probably
little
deserved it.
siblings. Oh,
Yeah, you probably deserve
I'm
it.
actually gonna smack you right now and get you back for it. But I don't know what happened. But I just started like crying because I think she hit me, and then I was like falling to the floor, and then you like covered my mouth because you didn't want my parents to hear me crying from
That's,
upstairs.
like, so
'Cause you,
normal.
You
That's
knew
literally
that you were gonna
normcore.
get in trouble. Like you knew you were gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
so she
you
like
probably
covered my
deserved
mouth.
it.
I did not. I don't think so.
Yeah, you probably did.
I probably
Let's
did.
not forget how you used to
Oh no!
lie all the time. You
I was a liar then and a liar now.
She was a liar, and then she would blame it on me. She
That
would
was
say,
like-
"Oh, it wasn't me. It was Gabby."
That was like one time,
No, that was not one. I'm sure there were several.
and then like
I don't doubt there was several.
and then my grandma like caught me and she told my mom, she was like,
She was like, "I don't think
She's
it
a-
was actually
she's a liar.
her. She's
Yeah.
a freaking liar."
yeah, she like grandma stood up for you.
Yeah,
she was like,
because
abuela.
because Abuela Letty's like my girl.
Yeah, she's on
She's
your.
literally
She's
on my
been on
side.
your side. Yeah. No, but I actually like I love her, so it's okay.
I do too.
I love abuela. Anyway, yeah.
That's funny.
But I
Those
just thought
aren't
about
like
that.
those aren't like very unique experiences.
They're not exactly.
wouldn't
So
say
you
so.
can't really say anything like. So you can't complain.
Sure.
Because like she did not want me to say that. She didn't. She was so scared about what I was gonna say.
Well, because I didn't know what you were gonna say, and also I don't think you have like I don't think you understand.
And no, I don't think we had very like. Oh, I hate when people say like I've never had an original experience because that's actually true, and I've never had an original experience. Like I say that though. Like I hate it when other people say it, but I also say it.
I don't like that. That pisses me off.
Yeah, that makes me mad too. But like it's kind of true though. Like I've never had an original experience because everything that I think or everything that I do, it's like, why is everyone else thinking and doing that too? Like why are you? Like why can't I have something for myself? Like
There's
why?
so many people in the world. Like not everything is gonna be
Original.
unique and original.
Like what?
You know
but
what I
isn't
mean?
that crazy? Like I've never had an original thought ever.
Well, that just brings us closer as humans.
No, I don't think so. I think that's just like annoying.
Well, because then it's
Anyways,
then it's like whatever I'm going through. I know you. I understand that you're also probably going through that.
yeah, I guess. But doesn't that show like? Isn't that like weird? Shouldn't someone study that? If everyone's
No.
having like the same thoughts and like.
I don't think this is a jaw-dropping experience. You know what I mean? Like this is not something that's jaw-dropping, like earth-shattering, eye-opening.
For me, it's like why, but like who planned that? Like why are we all like turning into like the same person? You know what I'm saying?
because we all live in the same place, in the same
No.
planet. We all live in the same planet.
yeah, but we all have different like lives. So it's like why is the majority of like Gen
We're
Z
humans. We're
having-
literally humans being human.
No. Why is the majority of Gen Z having like the same thoughts and reactions to things? Like it's crazy. That's weird for me.
I could not care less. Like I literally could not care less.
'Cause then
I
it's
hate
like-
that whole like topic of
What?
having an original thought. Like it does not appeal to me.
Fine.
Okay.
Maybe I just want to be different.
Yeah. Well, fall's coming up, guys.
Fall. We always talk
Fall
about
is freaking coming
fall
up.
is coming up. I love fall. Fall is like the
Guys,
best time
go
of year.
get the freaking pumpkin cream cold brew at Starbucks.
This is true. Yeah.
Go get it. Go get a pastry with it too. Go get the Starbucks cake
Go
pop.
get a Starbucks cake
Go
pop
get the
right
cake
now.
pop and the freaking the
Apple crisp
some-
shaken espresso.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I
Okay.
got that one. That one's pretty good. I liked it. It was
Go right now.
okay, but Starbucks has no business
Run,
making.
don't walk.
No. Starbucks has no business making their drinks so expensive. Like, literally kill. Oh, wait,
yeah.
can I say that? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll take it out. It's okay.
No, I can say that.
No, I'll just bleep it out. It's fine.
Okay, I can't say that. Sorry. Starbucks has no business making their drinks so expensive. Like, why are you doing that?
No, yeah, for real. You're right.
Like,
I got a
like $7? Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I got a nitro cold brew with some kind of like cold foam on top, and it was literally like $7.
Yeah, like, that's crazy, and we need to stop doing that as a society.
$7?
That's like, $7 is half my. No.
Well, because
$7 is like more than half of the hourly wage, right?
What?
More-
No,
Yeah.
minimum wage is like $8.
Oh.
Okay, I was at my school's coffee house, and can you believe that an iced chai with oat milk was $8?
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like
Are you kidding me?
we need to stop doing that. Like, why is it so expensive?
And I got a matcha. I got an iced matcha. Here's what I got. I got an iced matcha with oat milk and lavender.
Well, that's like a lot already.
Okay, it was like $7.50, right? Mm-hmm. I created that whole order at the shop that I work at, and it was like $5.30.
Oh, really?
Can you believe that? That difference?
That is kind of crazy. Wait,
Also, like a school, a college campus coffee house should not be that expensive. We
Yeah.
are literally college students.
Yeah,
I don't understand. And plus, those kids that are working at the coffee house are literally making minimum wage,
Oh, yeah.
selling drinks that are literally an hour of each drink is an hour of their work. Isn't that crazy?
That
to think
is
about?
kinda crazy.
That's absurd.
That's absurd. That is absurd.
I was like. This is an hour of work. This is an hour of someone's work.
That's genuinely how I
A
measure.
drink?
How I measure everything that I buy now is like, oh, this is 30 minutes of work, or this is an hour of work, or this
Yeah.
is like a quarter of an hour of work. Like, like I measure it in like amounts of work because I'm like, is this really worth it? And usually, whatever I buy is not worth it, and I end up not buying
here's
anything.
How I measure. Well, because in the area of food, I measure it out by how full I am. If I am getting a coffee and a pastry like I normally do at Starbucks, and it's gonna usually cost around $10 to $15,
Which is crazy.
it usually is not gonna fill me up because it's coffee and a pastry that's this small.
Yeah.
It's not breakfast. You know what I mean? And so I am hungry after 2 hours, and then I have to spend more money to buy something to feed myself because I am starving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't make any sense to me. And so I'd rather spend, I wouldn't, because Starbucks is like that combo is Deliciana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Starbucks
I
and
could be spending way less money on something more nutritious and of better health value, I guess you could say. But
Yeah.
But I love sugar, and
Starbucks is just so
you know what
good.
I mean. I just love sugar. You know what I mean?
love the idea of going to Starbucks in the morning before school. Like that genuinely gets me out of bed because I don't really know why. I think I just like the idea of like being able to
Yes.
drive in a car like by myself and get coffee by myself and go to school by myself. Does that make sense? I don't know. I really like that, and it makes me really happy. Should
You
I
like that independency?
Yeah.
Should you what?
Should I expose myself? I think I'm gonna expose myself.
Are you gonna
I'm
talk about why you're working?
No. Well, we can get
Okay,
that.
because we've been wanting to talk about that for like 5 episodes.
But yeah, I don't know. But well, I guess I'll say that story too. But what I wanted to say was in April of this year, I didn't have a job. And if you don't know this about me, I'm a compulsive buyer and I have a lot of problems that I'm trying to fix. So this
stopping
story
to buy, stop buying.
Like stop spending, like be better at spending and stop buying things on a whim and stop doing such things like that. So this story, because I want to like end this story with like a good note of how like I'm trying to be better about that because money is like very valuable nowadays. And like, I don't want to be like ignorant about money and stuff like that. I don't want to come off as that way. So I want to end it on that note. But the story is, in April, I spent a total of like $300 on Starbucks in 1 month
That is like absolutely absurd.
with my parents' credit card. And there's no excuse.
Literally talk about privilege.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Number 1, I'm privileged. Number 2, spoiled. Number 3, selfish. There's a lot of problems that you could pick at from me just saying that. Like, that was crazy, and I was stupid and an idiot, but I digress, and I'm better now, and I have a job, and I have not spent money, like, with my parents' credit card since I've gotten my job. Like, I don't spend money, like, I don't spend my parents' money, I spend my own money, and because of that, I obviously don't have enough money to be spending money on Starbucks every single day, or buying coffee outside of home, whatever, every single day. So When
That is actually like insane.
that is actually like stupid, and I was just like an idiot. And it was genuinely because I love the
because
idea.
that is literally like someone's car insurance. Right
Yeah,
there.
that's
like,
someone. That's a car payment right there. I spent. It was so spoiled and privileged of me, and I'm not gonna do it ever again. Especially because, like, it wasn't even my money, so I was just being annoying. But I'm better now, guys.
Well,
I'm better.
I've never spent $300 ever.
What?
Yeah, I've never spent $300 ever.
Okay, well that's a lie, but whatever.
Like,
I got like really like my mom got insanely upset at me, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But as she should.
And now we are phasing into the reason you got a job now.
Okay, yeah. So why? Okay, this just makes me come off as like a really bad daughter, really bad kid. But whatever. Wait, but I was gonna say the moral of that story was I just love. Oh yeah, don't buy Starbucks every single day. I would buy it twice a day sometimes because it just made me that happy.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, like it was really bad. It was really bad.
I don't think I've ever bought 2 things in one day.
I'm sorry. Ever? Ever. Okay, you only buy one thing a day?
No, I don't even. Well, no. I don't
Okay.
buy.
Okay, whatever. So,
Yeah.
I genuinely just love the idea of getting coffee every morning because it made me happy. So I did it every single day, and then I would sometimes get it after school, which is a problem. And whatever. I was actually
insane.
messed up in the head, and I had like there was something wrong with me because why am I doing that? And
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't think that you understand how to spend money.
oh yeah, I don't, but I'm getting better at it because
That's good.
you know it's
You're young, okay? Like, you're young.
I made a really okay. Now let's talk about another mistake that I made. So this summer, I drive my mom's car everywhere because I don't have a car, but I drive my mom's car everywhere. And so when I was out and about, I was pulling into the garage, which is a 2-car garage, and my sister's car was on the left, and then the car that I was driving, my mom's car, goes on the right. And so when pulling in to the garage, I didn't make a wide enough curve pulling in, and so I hit the like right side, the back right side of my mom's car on the garage.
So you scratched the...
Oh, it was more than a scratch.
Yeah.
It was more than a scratch, and I broke the fender liner, and I like dented the right back door. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah. So, and
it
freaked
looked
out.
gnarly.
And it looked terrible, and I freaked out. I was like, because my dad said, if you do anything to your mother's car, then you will never drive ever again. And so I was like freaking out when that happened because I was like, my dad's never going to let me drive ever again. And obviously when I hit it, I was like, I don't know. I honestly, like, I was freaking out, but my parents' reaction was like worse and better than what I expected because my mom freaked out and my dad was also upset, but my dad just told me, like, you have to pay for it. And I was like, obviously, like, I'm willing to do that. And I was extremely grateful that he didn't take away my privilege to drive because he should have. But I don't know. But he's just a good dad. He gave me a second chance, and I don't know.
Honestly, you can't blame someone that just got their license like 2 days ago.
I didn't get my license 2 days ago, though. Like, I just... like,
I'm sure you've only been driving for like
a year and a half. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I honestly like cannot blame you.
My mom said she was like, after she processed it and realized that I'm just like a child, she was like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
wait, let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, she said, oh, like it could happen to anyone. Like even I hit my car before, and I was like, oh, okay, good, because like she understands like the situation because she's also been through it.
Exactly.
But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I don't remember.
That I'm like a child. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. Like, give a spoiled, privileged 17-year-old a car and see what happens.
See, okay, this is what I was gonna say. How can you, like, maybe because it's just a different situation, because it's like a car that we like bought and are not leasing it anymore.
Yeah.
But
that's why they got mad.
If you have a kid and they are driving for the first time, and you want to buy them a car,
Don't.
get them the freaking cheapest car in the world. Like, and I understand that getting a cheap car can come with its downsides because it could break down and, you know, it could cause lots of problems. But it's their first car and they may or may not wreck it or do something to it to the point where you're going to have to spend money.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm driving such a nice car. It's just like the one
Yeah.
that we have.
You
And we
should
have
get,
always
honestly,
had.
you should get, like, every kid I think needs one freebie for, like, wrecking a car.
Yeah, but this is
you know
like
what I mean?
this is like at least I didn't total it.
Like for the United States government needs to give every 16-year-old one freebie.
But I'm 17.
You can't blame them.
But I'm 17.
You literally cannot blame them.
Yeah, you kind of can't, but you can. I don't know. It definitely is my fault. We're not trying to say that it wasn't my fault because it was my fault. I was being like stupid and I didn't look and whatever. It was definitely my fault, but there is no but actually. That's just it. It was my fault. Like I'm owning up to it.
I literally did the same thing like 2 weeks after.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that
I
was
literally did the same
bad.
thing. It was not as crazy as yours.
Yeah.
But it was still something, and I kept it hidden because, number one, it was, like, such a small spot in the car that, like, I was convinced that my parents weren't going to see it.
Do they even know about that?
Oh, now they do because they found out. Like, they saw it. But it's been, like, it was, like, after a month of it happening.
No, really.
So I was like,
What'd they
don't
say?
care. They were like, I didn't notice that you scratched the car. Like, when was this? Like, what the heck? But it was, like, whatever.
Okay, cool.
Anyways. We make mistakes, okay?
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
are
guys.
Mistake makers.
But-
Mistake makers?
The point is, that's why I got a job to pay off the car damages, and I didn't realize how expensive the damages would cost.
Oh, yeah.
It's really bad, and
It's like
I've
over 1,000 now.
yeah, it's like it's probably gonna be like $3,000 to $5,000. And I have to pay
Are you joking?
it all, and it was my fault, and I'm like paying my dues, so I don't, I'm not complaining.
Okay, but I'm not saying that you completely wrecked the car. I don't even think it should be that much. I think that they're probably, whatever it is, it's probably being overcharged.
Well, yeah. Well, the prices may change because when that happened, we went to a car shop like immediately, and the car shops in our area don't really need any business right now, so they're upcharging anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So so the car's still dented, and we still haven't fixed it because we're waiting for time to pass. So when car shops need business, we'll swoop in and they'll give us a low price. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so that's like our plan. But that's why I have a job, because I have to pay back the damages. And
also
so,
you were like, I want to get a job this summer.
oh, either way, I was planning on getting a job, but this job that I got, like, I didn't expect to get a job so quick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I started looking for jobs the day that I wrecked the car.
Okay, but I don't even think that looking for a job is that hard. Like,
Oh, but it
like,
was. But it
No,
was.
here's the thing. Looking for a good job is hard.
That's
Looking
exactly
for a
what
job-
I need.
That's what I'm saying. Like, looking for a job is not hard.
Yeah.
Looking for a good job that is convenient and pays you enough and is worth the work is hard.
Yeah. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, if I didn't wreck the memory card was full, so we had to, whatever. What I was saying is that,
I don't like how this is.
wait, should I restart?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. What I was saying is that I guess I understand why I hit the car, because if I hadn't hit the car, then I wouldn't have gotten the job that I have right now. And the job that I have right now is genuinely like the best job that I've ever had ever. And I love my job, and
Yay.
I'm so grateful to have it. Yippee! Yippee! And the pay is very good, and I am just so grateful to have this job, and I feel good about the pay because I know that it's kind of sufficient to pay back my car damages, because half of every paycheck that I get I give it to my parents because I'm slowly like giving them money.
Paying them back for it.
Yeah, slowly paying them back.
That's good.
But yeah, so I'm very grateful for the job, which I guess
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, literally, I think.
I believe that. I honestly do think everything happens for a reason.
Me too. So,
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, you were wanting to get a job anyway, so I think it was like, kind of perfect timing in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so are we going to talk about how life is literally an improv class?
No, I literally don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that means, and you're just
you're just spitting words.
You're just like literally.
Well, because the other day I was like, life is literally improv.
No.
Yes, because everything's impromptu. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I guess like everything. Yeah, well, everything's kind of just like on the spot because it's like
exactly
like you're kind of like freestyling.
You're kind of like freestyling life.
Ew.
In a way, like obviously, like you have, plans and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like, you're at improv class, like what the scenes are gonna be, but you don't know what's gonna happen or what you're gonna say. You know what I mean?
Or like what? Yeah.
I like when I thought about that, I thought I was a genius. Life is literally improv.
That's really the same as being like, like whatever happens, like that's like the same kind of like vibe that I'm getting, like, or just being like, I don't know. You're side-eyeing me so hard right now. This side. I don't know. I guess, yeah, like me hitting the car, that's literally like, because I had to like.
Gonna happen?
I didn't know that was gonna happen. It was improv, like. That's kind of funny to think about, I guess.
You know what I mean? It's a little goofy.
It's a goofy thing to say. Life is like an improv class. Like,
you never know what's gonna happen.
I know you literally thought that you were like something when you said that.
Like she thought she ate.
Like you actually
really
thought you ate.
Okay, but I did eat.
No. But yeah, I don't know.
Do you have anything else to talk about? If not, we can wrap it up. Make it a little short this week. I was going to talk about, like, this very stressful season in my life. But I think that I'll talk about that in the next episode because it's actually, like, a story that, like, will probably take some time. But yeah, it was, like, it is about the worst month of my life.
Oh.
Because I, like, had recently brought it up at work. And I don't remember why we were talking about it.
Like August is the worst? Was the worst or what? Like
no, it was December of 2021.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
The infamous December of 2021.
Okay, that's
I
a
like
word.
don't even remember. If
2021 was terrible. At least the last half of it.
Oh, when was that?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of 2020.
That was when you started.
No, never mind. It wasn't 2021.
10th grade.
Sophomore year. That was actually one of the best years.
Okay, that's good.
Just that last half of 2021, but you were doing really bad. I think I remember.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of 2020.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah. It was not fun, but I feel like it's a long story, so I'm not going to talk about it now because I want to end it short because I also like looking back at the footage, I look so tired right now.
No, you don't.
Like on camera I look really tired. I literally.
You look normal.
No, I do.
I think you look normal. Like,
no, on camera I look like my eyes look very puffy. Trust me, I know what I look like when I look tired.
Okay. But
okay.
Yeah. Literally this was just me saying like everything that I've ever done wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make mistakes.
We make mistakes. Is that the
oopsies? Whoopsies.
Whoopsie. Saying
like you could have just said that.
Saying whoopsies every time you make a mistake is really funny. Being like, oops. Whoopsies.
Oopsie daisy.
Me dropping like I like shattered a glass of like the Harito bottle at work and I was like whoopsies and like I don't
whoopsie.
Oops, like I don't know, like I'm literally just like a child, like leave me alone.
That's funny. All right. Well, we're gonna end it there. We don't have a question.
But no one ever answers them.
I know, but I still like to ask questions.
Okay, cool. What's a question we can... What's, like, a really, like, bro moment that you've ever had?
What does that even mean?
Like, a bro moment. Like, my bro moment was, like, I hit the car.
Oh, yeah. What's,
like, bro...
Oh, you mean, like, your flop era.
Like, your flop... Like, what's something, like, that... Like, a really big mistake that you've made? Like, I don't know.
I don't think anybody wants to say that.
No, but it doesn't have to be...
It
doesn't have to be serious. Like, me hitting the car, like... you know, it was just
What's
silly.
the worst mistake you've ever made in your life?
Yeah.
Comment down below.
Comment down below,
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
That's like not like a really good Q&A question,
well,
sister.
like,
That's like really deep and dark.
well, no, it doesn't have to be deep and dark. Like, chill.
Okay.
It can be. Well, how do we word it? Like,
Just share a mistake. Share.
that's why I said, what's a really big bra moment you've ever had?
Sure.
Because that makes
Name
it seem
a-
a little nicer.
Name a bro moment.
My bra moment was I hit the car
I'm trying to think of my bro
and
moment.
I don't know, and now I have to pay back, so that sucks. But
What's my bro moment?
whatever. Yeah, you didn't really.
I'm trying to think of if I've had a like a recent bro moment. Even just in the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
When you hit the car 2 weeks after I hit mine.
Oh yeah, that was like a small bro moment.
But
because-
that wasn't even 2 weeks. That was like a few days
oh
after I hit
no,
the
it wasn't a few days. It was like a week.
Oh, wait, maybe it was like a week.
A week or two.
It was like a week or two. And it was a new car, by the way.
Oh.
We didn't mention that. Like, it was a new car, and she hit it literally, like, a few weeks after she bought it, which is so bad. And
Oh, thank you.
And then you just, like, didn't tell the parents. Like, and then we just kept it a secret, and we were like, shh, like, don't tell anyone. Like, but yeah, that was, those were our bro moments.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe.
Comment.
Follow us on Spotify. Turn on
Comment,
notifications.
turn on-
Comment on every video we've ever made and comment
Like
on
every Instagram post, like every TikTok.
Yes.
Comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Turn on post
Follow us
notifs.
on TikTok because I think that not a lot of people know that we have a TikTok and we will be posting there.
Yeah.
At least to promote the episodes that we put out. If not, just like silly, goofy moments during our day.
Yeah, we have a lot of those. Yeah, so
All
like
right. Thank you guys.
smash that like button.
See you in the next video next week.
Bye.